In the Superior Court of Glenn County, State of Georgia, the State of Georgia versus Travis McMichael, case number CR 000433. Jury verdict form. Count 1, malice murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. I'm going to ask.
Oh my God.
Hey man, I'm not even mad at it.
I'm not mad at it, but it's just, woo!
I'm not even going to front. If you kill my sibling, I'll also be dancing in court. Shit. I'm peanut butter, jelly time, everything. Well, you can remove me. Yeah, contempt of court. Fine.
I would say this.
What?
The first woo is unintentional.
Yes.
The woos after that, pettiness.
Yes.
I'm going to ask that whoever just made an outburst be removed from the court, please.
What do you think is running through his mind as he realizes like his life is over? He's going to jail for life.
Exactly that. Shit.
Yeah. And that's why I'm not surprised when defendants collapse or whatever. It's like,
I mean, yeah, your life is over. He's not old. I don't feel bad.
Neither do I. I'm just wondering what went through your mind when you hear the words guilty, and you got to sit here and listen to it. Because if they find you guilty on the first one, they're pretty much going to find you generally guilty on the second one.
Yeah. If it's the first, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. Count 3, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. Count 4, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. Count 5, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty.
Beta bear.
If you guys looked at the evidence, if you watched the video, you would know that this was the most likely verdict, okay? Some people are drawing parallels between this and the Kyle Rittenhouse case, and I'm like, they are nothing alike.
There is.
What?
Well, Kyle didn't do anything illegal. Arbery didn't do anything illegal. It's just that the position where they're at is just different.
So, just so you guys have the particulars, Ahmaud Arbery was out for a jog. Apparently, there have been some burglaries in the areas. And so, at one point, he stopped in front of an unfinished house. Someone came outside, saw him, and thought he committed a theft there. So, the father of the man you just saw who said he would be guilty, went inside, got his son, and said, grab your stuff. I just saw someone. I think they did a break-in. So, Ahmaud keeps running on his jog, and they start chasing him. There's 3 of them who's chasing him in their cars. They try to pin him in to perform what they call a citizen's arrest, okay? And then one of them is filming from behind. That's how you have the video that came out. And then 2 of them, the other 2, the father and the son, they get in front with their weapons, and then they try to cut him off. Afterwards, Ahmaud runs, and he's running away from them. They get in front of him. He runs towards the car. They claim self-defense after they shoot him there, and they kill him. Problem is, you can't do a citizen's arrest unless you saw a crime actually happen, okay? That's like you going to a store and someone starts following you around the store because niggas know exactly what that's like because they think you're stealing. You haven't done anything, then they try to arrest you. It's like you can't arrest somebody for a crime that they haven't committed, okay? That's not how it works. And this is what you call vigilantism. They threw the book at these people, and I'm glad. I hope they go to jail and they stay there for the rest of their lives, okay?
They killed someone for a crime that they didn't see was committed. Basically, that's what happened.
Well, no, it's not just they didn't see that it was committed. The crime would never happen. There was no burglary. He did not do anything. You can't claim self-defense after you corner somebody and then they lunge at you. It's like, bruv, he tried to run away numerous times. You kept going after him. Then you want to say self-defense? Go to jail. And anybody who tries to tell me otherwise, you can miss me as well. Okay? I'm all for self-defense. I really believe that people should have the right to that. This is nothing like the Kyle Rittenhouse case, okay? Kyle Rittenhouse got away, all right, with killing 3 white people, with shooting with 3 white people, killing 2. These white folks didn't get away with killing a black man. This is extreme evidence of black supremacy, clearly. Niggas is just winning.
Get the fuck out of here.
We can kill white people indiscriminately.
No, we can't.
And just do.
That's not what this means.
But that's what they were trying to say. They were trying to say, Kyle Rittenhouse getting away with killing 2 white folks in self-defense, which it was clear, was evidence of white supremacy.
Yeah.
They better say this shit is evidence of black supremacy.
Absolutely.
But enough trolling aside.
Please.
Trolling aside.
Please.
Trolling aside. Black power. Good day, niggas and niggas says.
What's good, my people? As you know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and I understand that this can be very stressful for some of y'all. a lot of y'all, you know, there's family that's coming over. You have the whole place to clean up. You have a lot of food to prep. It's hard to stay focused. And for that, the sponsors for this video is a company that is called Radix. You can use their products such as Neural Roots.
You can't focus because you're home. You need to get stuff done. You can't. Boom. Neural Root. All plant-based, cannabis-based. It's wonderful. You're too anxious. You can't go to sleep. Insomnia is a mother. They got your back too. They have the Sleepy Bears. Part CBD, part melatonin.
The perfect match. You take that and you take that nap. And for Black Friday, you go on radixremedies.com/ABBA and Preach. That's ABA and Preach. Enter promo code PREACH on radixremedies.com/ABBA and Preach and get 35% off. Oh, and with every purchase, you get an entry to get free CBD for a year.
Listen, it's a tragic thing that happened. These motherfuckers chased him down and gunned him down.
Yep.
Imagine how scared you have to be to have like random white folks in cars and guns chasing you down, telling you to stop. They want, like, who are you? You know what it made me think of? A Time to Kill. No. What do you mean? The girl was walking home and they passed by.
Yeah, they didn't chase him with it. They stalked her, but I get what.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I hope they die. I hope they burn in hell.
Tell them, Samuel.
Yo.
Great movie. If you ever watch A Time to Kill, great movie. This is the right verdict. And, I think self-defense is extremely important. I happen to live in a place right now where you don't have those same rights.
No.
You don't have the same ability to defend yourself from people who are trying to attack you. And it's something that you should want. Remember that case with the nurse who was apparently sleeping in bed and the cops did a no-knock warrant and they shot up this place and the boyfriend was shooting back?
Breonna Taylor.
Right? They dropped the charges against the man who was shooting and ended up striking one of the cops. Why? Mm-hmm. Because they said they was self-defense. Right? They perform a no-knock warrant. Yeah. All right? I might have the details not perfectly well, but anyways, he shot in self-defense because he didn't know who it was.
No, there's just some people shooting at them.
Right? And because the self-defense laws are in place, it is legal for him to shoot at somebody who's going after him. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's important. We need that.
Yeah.
You need to have that right. Like, maybe it's just me. I don't know how you guys want to live your life. I think that if you are in your place of residence and someone's barging in or something's happening or someone's trying to come up on you when you're trying to keep your distance, you have the right to self-defense. Ooh. If someone's attacking you, I don't care what they're doing. With a pencil, with a knife, with whatever. Shoot them motherfuckers. I don't care if there's 10 of them chasing you. Shoot them all. What right do you have to ask for equal retaliation when you are the one who's initiating aggression? Wipe him off the map. You're going to get zero sympathy from me. Between this case and the, and the Kyle Rittenhouse, I was hearing some of the dumbest things from lefties on this topic. It blew my mind.
People that didn't have all the information. Lies. You believe in it with everything that was in the media, but when it was time to have due process and facts, you didn't believe it.
Bruv, they've been saying all kinds of crazy stuff. They've been saying, he crossed state lines with a gun. That
he
never happened.
That
the
never
gun was
happened.
already in the state, and so therefore it's legal for him to have it there. Like, the amount of, misinformation that's been out there.
Yes.
People calling him a white supremacist. You know what's funny about Kyle Rittenhouse? He's a BLM supporter. Mm-hmm. He's been his whole life.
I'm not a racist person. I support the BLM movement. I support peacefully demonstrating.
Some people still think that he shot black people. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's because what was written in the news. What was written in the way it was written in the news. It was written. Kyle Rittenhouse shot anti-racists.
Some of them actually said no. Some of them actually said he shot black people.
Yeah. So
got away with killing black. I'm like, bruv, this has happened months ago. You could have at least Googled the bitch. The white niggas that died are up in heaven like, hey man, I'm cool, but I'm not that cool. You see? Do I get an end pass in heaven now? It's been a lot of ridiculous surrounding these trials. And I think, one thing that fascinates me with people is if he gets off, then it's white supremacy. If they're found guilty, then it's just a system doing what it was supposed to do originally. It's like, bruv, you guys can't have it both ways. Maybe we need to acknowledge one, there's some deficiencies in the system.
Yes.
That there's some racial bias in the system. And that sometimes the system does its job. Okay? But people whining about self-defense laws. Someone said to me this, this was crazy.
I don't want to hear it.
This is crazy. She said.
Oh, she said.
Yeah, yeah. White women. She said to me, yeah, well, they were running at Kyle, but they didn't have a gun. It's like, bitch, this is not equal retaliation.
If you try to take my gun away from me, and you're saying, if you try to take my gun away from me, the first person that was shot, try to take his gun away, and you can't, and I run, I leave. The person with the gun is not the person
getting out. He's being chased.
Let me simplify it. If I try to punch you, you're allowed to shoot me. Right? If I'm backing away, you try to swing at me, I don't have to respond with a punch. This is not MMA. This is not mixed martial arts. This is in the streets. Okay? I don't know what you have in your pockets. I don't know what you might swing with next. Well, he just swung a skateboard. So, if it knocks him unconscious and they take his gun and just kill him.
It's over.
Okay?
And you have to go with the law. The law says if he feels like he was in danger,
Yep.
self-defense. That's what happened.
That's it, guys.
The worst thing is that Kyle stayed there when he shot the person, called the paramedic, and left when he was chased again by other people. Yo, get this guy. Get this guy. Self-defense again.
Yeah.
I really wanted to put him in jail for the right reason. But then I look at everything like I was like, it would serve the purpose. Yeah, you shot people, you go, but that's not what happened. These are not the facts. If you look at the facts, it's not what happened.
This verdict is the correct one. I'm glad they came to this verdict. And the media who's complicit in fucking making this whole hubbub much worse than it actually is, or making it like a much more racially charged than it needs to be.
You should be sued.
Yes.
You should be definitely
If you're spreading
sued.
misinformation,
You should be sued.
it's not just Trump. All right, you guys do it too. Okay, so that's something that needs to also be addressed, because why? It's fermenting hatred. It's fermenting a lot of the resentment that people are creating for these riots and these things like that. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below in regards to the case and the verdict. We want to hear from you guys.